Okay, Bob Zagami here this afternoon, going Facebook Live, and I am with Beverly, the Regional Sales Manager at Seacoast Resort. Here's the sign, here's the place. Beverly, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to hop into the golf cart and take a tour.
I'm Bev Freudenreich, and I'm here at Seacoast RV Resort. I'm the sales manager here, and we just love to have you come have a visit of what our resort is and why it's different from campgrounds.
This is a very unique resort. Why don't we hop in the golf cart and show them what you've got?
Sounds good.
And we are located on Ross Road in Old Orchard Beach. Okay, Bev, you're the star of the show.
This is nice. Ross Road is really a cut across road, so it is a quieter road. And so we are in a quiet neighborhood. It's 27 acres, is it? We've got somebody taking care of their lawn to start with here. And so
nice gated community too.
Yes. That's what a lot of people like that, and that it is a safe place to be for you and your family.
What beautiful, beautiful landscape.
You can landscape them how you want to, and that's a real plus because everybody's got a different idea of what they want. But these are more like residents. That's what separates this from other places. There are no transit RVs in and out. It is park models only, and everyone adds a sunroom, which gives you more space, but also it is makes it a cottage neighborhood.
And Seacoast Resort is owned by Seacoast RVs, where most of the people buy their RV.
That's right. They have an excellent selection of Croft. Croft has been in business for 70 years now. They are a family-owned business, just as Seacoast RVs is. And it's nice about the resort is that everybody can always go down and meet their owners.
That's right. They're always available.
All of the streets in the resort are wide streets. It's not a path through, so they are all blacktop. As we kind of go down through here, you have enough room for 2 cars for parking on each of the places, and everyone can kind of figure out what they want to do with their own individual place. And we'll go ahead and stop at the clubhouse first.
Okay, so we got the nice clubhouse and pool area over here, so we're going to stop and take a look at the outside and the inside of these facilities, all part of your fee here at Seacoast Resort.
Okay, Bob, let's go
right.
up on the deck.
Let's go up here.
We have an incredible groundskeeper who the first time I met him, I said, I really like flowers, and he says he did too, but I didn't think George really meant it, but he did. It always looks fabulous here. I give credit to him and his wife, Bev.
They really do, and they are beautiful. And we're looking from the deck of the community center here, and here's your swimming pool.
The pool is heated from Memorial Day through Labor Day, and there is always plenty of room here. There's also a playground up on the hill.
And there's 2 hot tubs over there too.
Yes, there are 2 7-person hot tubs that get a lot of use.
Right, and lovely deck out here to sit down and relax and talk to your neighbors.
This is also where the trolley stops. Our trolley is unique with Old Orchard Beach. We are on call, so the trolley isn't in and out since this is like a private resort, but you can call it, and 20 minutes later, they'll pick you up on the front porch and for $1 take you to town.
Takes you any place in Old Orchard Beach and back right down to the beach.
This is our clubhouse. There's a big table here, meeting area around the pool, and in the clubhouse it's free internet, so a lot of them like to just come here with their laptops, spend 5 minutes with them. There's also an opportunity for a fee that they can have internet in their individual units.
Now you also do, or they have, a lot of different types of classes up here, right?
Yes, they do. They put together on Mondays. There is a knitting circle that the gals do. It's not really a class. On the Tuesdays, we do have some incredible seamstress and quilters, and so they've been willing to teach other people how to quilt. And we get the whole place is filled up with sewing machines and cutting boards, and they're learning how to quilt.
What do we have down the hall?
Oh, the only thing I was going to stop you for just a second is over on this side.
Where are we? Come back.
Yes, we do have an exchange library, and that is fantastic. You can come up here anytime, and you'll find a great variety of books. You bring a book and take another book out. There's also a TV up here, and there are puzzles and games as well for the family to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Down the hall are the men's and women's restrooms with showers. But I also I'm so proud of our laundry room. We have 8 washers, 8 dryers, lots of space to fold your clothes.
And a nice touch too is an extra air conditioner, so with all the heat that's generated by these, you're still comfortable while you're folding the laundry and doing your chores.
Yeah. George, the park manager, very clever on what he did to make sure that, that it's comfortable for everybody here. We're going to check out here what's going on. This is our garage area. There's a hockey game that the kids can enjoy. There also is bumper pool. But this is one of the funnest things. It's skee-ball, and it's free. This is one of the relics that everybody remembers from their childhood. But everybody enjoys it. You put in a quarter, it gives it back. The balls come out, and it's all free.
One of the mainstays of New England nostalgia when you go to the amusement parks.
Yes, it is. Well, we'll take a little bit of a ride down, and I'll show you what some of the cottages look like.
Okay. I'm going to hop back into the buggy here. I'm going to show you some more of the units.
Seacoast RV over in Saco is just about 3.5 miles from here. Forgive my backup signal there.
That's all right.
Seacoast is the Croft dealer. Our homes are. Croft is a custom builder, and everyone has always been happy with him. Croft has been around for 70 years. It also is a family-owned business and a brand name that they have grown to trust entirely. Seacoast has grown to be the largest park model dealer in New England, and they are also the largest Croft dealer in the United States.
And that's really amazing. We talk about that often in the sense that 80% of the park models go to California, Texas, and Arizona, and yet here we have Mike and Linda Malott in Saco, Maine, the #1 crop dealer in the country, which is amazing. You see the variety of landscaping and amenities that the people do with their homes.
It always makes people who purchase it really extra comfortable, knowing that Seacoast RVs is just right down the road if they would need anything. The park models do come with a 1-year warranty. On this side, you can kind of see how they are laid out, each one. This is also a unique factor of Seacoast RV Resort, is all of the park models are on a concrete slab. This protects your major investment, and this is a major decision that the owners made. Each of the units, as you'll see, we do have that they do add on a sunroom, which gives them extra space. There's enough parking for 2 cars.
Mm-hmm.
And you can landscape them how you want. Some people have done patios.
Yep.
There's another one coming up here on a patio.
And a lot of creativity with their decks and their sunrooms that they put on there.
The sites are 50 by 60, so there's enough room. This is someone who has added on a sunroom.
Yep.
There's enough space for that.
Some more
Some great
common
lawns here.
Yep. And these pads will soon be filled in. There's probably...
Yes, there is. There's one right here, but in about another 2 weeks, that one will be filled.
And the total number of lots that are in Seacoast Resort, Beth?
There is 110, and we're just a little over 3/4 full.
Mm-hmm.
So there is still some left, and so just give me a call or look up at the video at seacoastresort.com, and you can even send an inquiry there that will get over to me. He just went by a little park area that the park manager created, so when you're out walking, there was somebody back there that moved from a large, very large house and brought some of her perennials, so it just feels like home instantly. On the corner here is someone who has added a couple of trees. Yes, it's possible that you can add trees. You just have to just make sure that with the park manager that they don't infringe on someone else's area.
Mm-hmm.
We'll head down the road here. And I'm coming across to a place that somebody I know very well. Oh, wait a minute. Bob, this is your place.
This is my place. We have been at Seacoast Resort for 3 years now, and we love it. And you have the park model with the big sunroom and the big deck, and I have my morning coffee there. And when I decide to work during the week, I just sit up there and work. Lovely area.
We're coming down to what is our pond area that I'll swing around here. In a pond, I always kid everyone. I say, I want you to smell, and they say I don't smell anything. And I said, that's the way you want a pond to be, that you don't smell anything. On the far side of the pond back there, there is a horseshoe pit. There also, then when you come around, and I'll show you an area for walking the dog, and you can kind of see down on the pond there,
Yep.
there now.
Yep.
Come around up and through here. There's a real variety of how people have landscaped their lawns. And there is a special pride that comes in this. All of these homes are literally like homes. This is like a home away from home 6 months of the year, May 1st through October 31st. There, like I said earlier, there are no RVs in and out, so there's no transits. There are, an unusual thing is that we do not charge guest fees that are that take place at a lot of other resorts.
Well, the other thing that I love about the resort is you also allow immediate family members to use the unit. It is a family unit, so that immediate family members can also use it if we're not here. So my daughters use it if we're not here. They'd love to come up and spend the weekend here also.
Yes, it is, and it's also for your sister or your brother if you wanted them to stay here. And it is a family.
We just passed the model.
Yes, we've just passed the model. And we'll come back and we'll take a view on the interior there. There's a couple of open lots here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Sunday evening, so some of the people have left, but yet the remote resort is quiet. Our streets are wide. They're full streets, so traffic on both sides. There is large lots, and there's always space between you and the next person, and it makes a big difference how quiet it is, even when the place is full. 4th of July, I had people from other resorts come over and say, campgrounds, I can't believe how quiet it is.
Yeah, it really is. I tell people that all the time. It's amazing how quiet, even when every house is occupied and visitors are up for the weekend.
Another feature that I am pleased with is that no one can rent them, not even the owners. And that's what really does give a home atmosphere here, and every place is kept up just because it is like home to them. And it does make a difference when you're investing on your property, that you know that the next door neighbor is also the person that's going to be there all the time.
Yeah, and you know, testimony to this whole destination camping scene and coming up upon all these units on the left-hand side, they weren't here 2 years ago. This place has exploded. So every one of these units on the left-hand side, and you'll see some that are just being installed now, that'll have their sunrooms on within the next week or two, and you can see the sheds in the back. You have a shed, you can set up your own parking area, but all of these on the left-hand side are new, many of them just going in earlier this year.
They became available. This was phase 2 of the park. They became available in March of 2016, and yes, there's 19 along here that are already taken.
Yep. And if Beverly looks and sounds familiar, for those of you who go to the Boston RV and Camping Show every January, she staffs the Seacoast Resort booth and display with videos of the resort that is right next to Seacoast RV's display of a full park model with a sunroom and a deck on it.
And if you're trying to guess where this accent of mine comes from, no, it's not the Carolinas. I'm from Nebraska originally.
Wow.
But I came up to Maine and fell in love with it, and this is where I like to be.
Well, that's what happens. You know, John did one the other day with a campground down Cape Cod, and the woman come up from Tennessee, and she spends more time on Cape Cod than she does in Tennessee.
We're down at the area that is great for walking dogs out in this area, or just plain walking, at the end of the one development of phase 2.
And the horseshoes are way over there, right against the trees. Yep.
We'll back up here and have a few
Get our
backup
little-
sounds.
Do backup beeps.
The one thing I do want to point out is the drainage in this resort.
Yeah.
This is one of the real benefits here. Your annual fee includes city water and city sewer. But in the sewer system that was set up in this park when they set it up, and this park has only been here since 2006, so everything is new, but we do have drainage throughout this, so there isn't standing water, and I think that's one of the nicest features about the park is that's one thing that you don't want to happen.
Right. I've been here 3 years and have not seen a puddle in 3 years.
The other
And it has rained in 3 years.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. But there is a great variety of landscapes here, as you can see what people have chosen to how to landscape their place. Your annual fee does include city water, city sewer, so you get good water pressure. You never have to worry about pumping out. The entire park is 50 amps. We have no difficulty with, in the summertime where if all the air conditioners are running, that there's not going to be enough power, which is a problem in some parks. It includes your cable TV, and as I mentioned earlier, Wi-Fi and internet up at the clubhouse at no charge, heated swimming pool, hot tubs.
And you folks can't feel the breeze, but one of the things that we are experiencing today is a wonderful cool breeze because as the seagull flies, we're only about 3/4 of a mile from the ocean, right through the woods over there. And so there's always a nice cross breeze on most days to keep the units cool and actually lower your air conditioning costs.
It also makes it close to the beaches. Old Orchard Beach is just about 3/4 of a mile away. My residents also like Pine Point Beach. There's also Ferry Beach and Higgins Beach that are close by. Great variety of beaches.
Okay, we're going to take a quick look inside the model home.
This is a 2017 that just was moved here and is available.
Well, the problem is, Beverly, every time you set up a model, you sell it, and then you have to set up another one to do that.
The park manager thinks I should have an office, and I said, no, I'd rather go from one new model to the next, and that's fine with me. So if I become homeless for a day or two, that's all right with me. This is, again, this is a Croft model. This is the Island Series. Plenty of room in these. What comes with it is they're fully furnished. This is always going to be a sofa sleeper. Some of them, this comes with a recliner. Some other models might come with just two swivel chairs. But it's your choice. You can have them special ordered if you like. Or at the store right now, we have a dozen almost all the time. And at the beginning of the year, there probably were 50 to start the season with. So an excellent variety, and that's part of why Seacoast has been so well known throughout New England, is they really work hard to have a great variety to pick from.
Why don't we show a couple of sunrooms? Can we do that before we finish up?
Okay, all right, great.
Thank you.
Bob and I were talking about what to show them, and a lot of people want to kind of see what someone does with an empty sunroom after they have it here once. And so I'm going to show you the inside.
And when they come up and visit you during the open house, you'll take them a ride in this golf cart and give them the same tour, right?
That's right. I'll spend as much time as they want. Like you had said, I've been up the Boston show. We also do the West Springfield show, Worcester at the DCU Center. I do a show in Bedford. That is one show that we do not take park models. At the other shows, you will get a chance to walk through a park model. And until you've walked through them, you can't realize how big these really are. I have people leaving 3, 4, 5 bedroom homes and they say, oh no, this is more than enough space for me. So we're going to stop here a minute and look at one of the inside of a sunroom, just so people can have an idea of what they can do. This particular one's got a bumped out porch. That's an option that people can do.
So you've got a very large deck on the exterior, beautiful job on the landscaping.
This one also's got a patio at the back.
Yep. Nice view of the clubhouse and short walk to the pool. Oh, what a nice area here. Wow.
He's busy putting up a ceiling fan back there. George, always busy on it.
The man is always working. You're on video, so behave yourself.
One reason I wanted to point this out.
I didn't want to be on.
Huh?
My house is a mess. I didn't want to.
Well, no, we're just going to show. Beverly wanted to show one complete. This is George, our park manager, and he does he knows everything. He knows anything and everybody. Nice job in here, George.
But what I like about this is that it's got a divided wall. Between that, it's a bedroom in that area. So that shows you've got lots of room on either side to expand your place.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
We're going to take just a step across the street here.
We can walk over and we'll finish our tour on foot. How's that?
Got neighbors talking to neighbors. That's what this place is all about. This is what it is. It's great friendships.
You can probably hear the breeze coming across this way.
Yeah, you can see it on me.
Yeah, here's blowing and the breeze is blowing, and we're going to intrude on our guests, on their house, and we're the guests. Okay. Oh, wow.
This is a great example of a sunroom, and that they have divided it off into a bedroom. And I'm just going to open that up for a second, show you what a bedroom looks like that they did on dividing it out here.
Beautiful. Yep. Another way to get additional bedroom, similar to what we did on ours. Yeah.
And then there's so much room